Hello again, welcome to Design with Kevin. In today's video, learn how to navigate through Photoshop, how to open windows, how to close other windows, and how to reset back to default your Photoshop. So stay tuned as we begin, and always make sure you subscribe. In your Photoshop, when your Photoshop is open, maybe you want to work on a particular project, and sometime something can happen in your Photoshop. Maybe by accident you may drag something and you get lost in your Photoshop and don't know how to get back. So first of all, before we could see how you can get lost in your Photoshop, let's see how different windows pop up or how you can open hidden windows. For example, in my Photoshop here, if you look on the right side, you have colors here, color area, and is indicated color. You have swatches, gradients, patterns. This is what is available in my Photoshop at the moment. If you want to remove this color from this position, for example, you can hold on that color and drag. When you drag, it's removable now. Now it's not stuck at that position where it was. You can place it anywhere. But the problem, you cannot leave it anywhere, like here maybe, and you're working on a big file here. It may find it difficult for you to be able maybe to view other things. So that's why you have this area for you to arrange your windows and your other commands. If I want to get it back where it was, I'll hold that color again and drag to that position where it was. Okay, before I show you how to get it back, after removing that color from that category, you can see now we remain with swatches, gradient, and patterns. Swatches became the first, then gradient, then patterns. That means if I want to add another indicator here, it will have to come to at this position on this empty area. If I want to return this color to where it was, first of all I'll have to return it on this empty area. So I'll drag point on that area there. If you drag this color along to that area, you can see the blue line surrounding that section. So if I release, now color is arranged at that position. Remember at the beginning the color was here where the swatches is. So if I want this color to be exact where swatches is, I will drag this color. I'll drag on that line, that line without going up or down, just on that line there. Then I release. You can see. Even if I want to rearrange between gradient and patterns, I can drag gradient and drag it after pattern, like that. Another thing is something can happen in Photoshop whereby you find all these other tools are not here. For example, you may find this tool has happened like this. This has gone like that, and this like that. So when your Photoshop looks like this, you get stranded. You don't know what to do because everything looks scattered everywhere. So first of all, you'll need to reset your Photoshop arrangement to the default. And for you to go to default arrangement of your Photoshop, you'll need to go up here on the Windows button, on the Windows. Press on Window. Then you find here a list of commands, but what you want is the workspace. So go to the workspace. You'll find different workspaces. For example, you'll find the first one is essential, into bracket default. Then you have 3D, graphic and web, motion, painting, photography, reset essentials, new workspace, delete workspace, keyboard shortcuts and menu. Then you have lock workspace. So we want to reset our work area or our workspace to default where it was. Remember at the beginning it was as essential where everything got scattered. So essential already has a mark. So what about if you press this reset essentials? You can see now after resetting everything goes to default, like how it was after installing your Photoshop for the first time. From here again you can start to remove what you don't want to use. I don't want this, the LAN command, LAN. So if I don't want this LAN, if I drag like this, it will be independent. But how do I remove it? For example, I can take it back where it was, like that. I can remove it like this. To take it back where it was, hold, drag, and point on top of this one. If you point on top of this one, you'll see a blue indicator, blue line. When you release on that, it gets there, it gets arranged at that position. So if I want to remove this completely, I'll have first of all to drag it from that section to be independent like that. Then I can press an X. There's an X here in the top corner on the right side. Press on it. I have removed that section. Now again, there's a big empty space here. This empty section that is named library. So this section also I don't want it because I'm not using it. So you can also either, first of all, there's arrows on this bar. If you look at this bar or these windows, there are arrows, double arrows. This one, and this one. If you point to them, there's always an instruction for this. If you point on this one, it will tell you expand panels. So because this one is a panel, all these are panels. So if I press on it, the panel expands. You can see it was here, now I have expanded to this side. So it shows a hidden windows or a hidden panel, which was history. Now history is visible. To hide this history, I'll press again to this double arrow. Now for now, if I point it, it tells me to collapse the icons or collapse to icons. Press on it, and that history gets hidden. The same way to this section, which looks very empty. It has two double arrows on this pointing on the right side. It says collapse to icons. If I press it, the panel it looks like it has been shrunk down. But what if I wanted to remove it completely instead of reducing the size? I just wanted to get it removed from that section. You can drag it. No, not like that. I'll first expand the size of it. Then I'll drag. I can hold that library and drag it away like that. Then press this X and get lost. It's not deleted. It's just hidden now, but it's available. If you want to return it back, if you want to recover it back, you can go to Windows and find that section. The name of that section. What was the name of it? They're all here. If you all these, the ones that are marked already, they're the ones which are visible here. Layers are here. Colors here. Properties here. If I want to show, there's something here called brushes. Brushes hidden. So if I mark it, its panel appears. This is the panel for brushes. So now it looks very independently. So I can also find its section instead of being independent like that. Like for example, I can arrange it here on this panel, this small panel here. I can drag it and press here, there, and release. You can see now the brushes are arranged on this panel. If you press on that, it expands like that. If you want to hide it, press this double arrows. So this is a history. If you want to know what is inside the history, just press on your history icons and it expands itself. If you want to hide it, press these two arrows. The same to brushes and any other item that you may arrange on this section. So you can go back to Windows again, and let's say we bring another thing called paragraph, which is usually for text paragraph. So you can see paragraph usually shows it comes with character and paragraph, for different fonts to your text, how to manipulate your text. So also if you want to hide it, get hidden, but its icon is letter A. That's an icon for text or character and paragraph. So they are arranged like that. But also, instead of being arranged on this section, paragraph and text can be arranged on this, like properties and adjustments. For example, if I want these characters and paragraph to be here, I'll expand it first, then I'll drag it to be independent like that. So now I want it to be next to adjustments. So I'll hold this panel and drag to this section here, point on it and release. So you can see now character and paragraph have been added on this section. But the more you add a lot of items here, the more they get shrinked. So if you want to expand, for example, maybe things are very small here because there are so many, and you want to expand to see, to read for example, this word looks like it has cut. It looks like some letters are hidden. So if you want to expand to read it properly, you can point your pointer here on this line. When it shows that arrow with that line with double arrow, press on it and hold and drag to expand. Now you can see the names are now visible enough: properties, adjustments, character, paragraph. To reduce the size of it, you also can point on that line. The moment you see that double arrow, the arrow on the left side and right side, hold and shrink it like that. This is how you navigate through Photoshop panels. So everything, even if you lose anything here, to find it back, or if you want to find it, always. And first of all, you have to understand its name. For example, if you want to deal with paragraph or text, you always know its named paragraph. If it's text, it's under character. So if you lose character on this section, or want to add character on this section, you'll always find it under Windows. Characters there, brushes, everything, even adjustment layers. If you lose adjustment layers, you'll always find them here. When the 3D will do it sometime later, but everything here is under Windows here. Even the working space, after you have created the document, even the document can be moved. You can hold this document name and drag like this. You can see now the panel or the window for the document is now independently. You can move it around, and if you want to move to turn it where it was, hold it, drag to that section and release. Now it's back to where it was. Thank you for watching. That's how you navigate through Photoshop panels, and I hope to see you in the next class. We'll be doing this Photoshop training frequently. Please make sure you subscribe. To support my channel, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification button for you to be alerted when I upload the next video. Thank you. See you in the next class.